do not buy these Kia and Hyundai vehicles. I'm going to show you there's 9 million of them that you need to avoid. They're all used, but there's a huge year range from 2011 to 2022. A Hyundai Kia theft lawsuit settlement has been preliminarily approved for 9 million vehicles. The settlement includes certain 2011 through 2022 Hyundai and Kia vehicles are defective because the cars weren't equipped with immobilizers. This allowed these kids, which they started this thing on social media called the Kia Challenge, and they would go find a locked car, break the window, tear the steering column apart, use a little USB cable, and be able to hijack the car and steal it. And so what happened was this caught on, and then I'm sure other criminals that actually steal cars for a living decided to use these tactics as well. Now, they said they've approved some sort of a theft settlement in a common fund, a minimum of $80 million to a maximum of $145 million. I can almost guarantee that's not going to cover the amount of cars that are out there, and it doesn't fix your problem, right? If you buy a car, a used car, and you expect it to be easily insured or cheaply insured, and then you can't insure it, or it's a struggle and you end up having to pay 3 times the rate because your car doesn't have theft prevention devices built in, you're not going to want that car. So these cars are going to start getting dumped onto the market. People are going to find cheaper cars to insure because insurance just went up 25% in the last year due to all the other theft. So it's going to spiral out of control. Just completely avoid these cars. The worst part is Hyundai and Kia deny allegations and liability and say criminals are responsible for the theft. While I agree, it's still up to the manufacturers to at least add some level of protection for the consumer. When you buy a car and you've got these little key fobs with the proximity sensors, you expect there to be some sort of immobilizing device beyond just a kid being able to break the window and hack it with USB and steal your car. Now, this chat was sent to me to prove that this is going on. This person says, I went to get an insurance quote for Hyundai Sonata yesterday, and the insurance agent said, no one will insure Hyundais or Kias. Has anyone run into this? And then you get some more responses down here that someone had a 2014 Kia. They had the same issue last year because of increased thefts in certain years. They couldn't get insured. They ended up having to trade it in. This person says their sister-in-law in Minnesota had a Hyundai as well. She was able to renew it, but her 6-month term went up $300 to $400, so she ended up selling it as well. Here's another chat. Kind of proves out that it is model and year specific, but if this person has nationwide, they looked at switching, found that they have a 2022 that's not on the high theft list, and that's fine, but their son has a 2017. What's interesting too is if you look at the top 10 vehicles stolen in 2020, Kia and Hyundais aren't even on there. But if you go to, say, 2022, 2023, now they're top 7, 18,000 thefts, top 6, 5, 21,000 thefts. And I know here in Colorado, our insurance just increased like 25% in 2024. If you look at this is just data from July to September of 2022. Number 1 stolen car here in Colorado is the Kia Sportage. And then the Hyundai Tucson, you're starting to see them now creep up to the top of the list, and as this isn't going to change going forward. The 2011 through 2022 Hyundai Accent and Elantra, 2013 through 2020 Elantra GT, 13 through 14 Elantra Coupe, 11 through 12 Elantra Touring, 11 through 14 Genesis Coupe, 18 to 22 Hyundai Kona, 20 to 21 Palisade, 2011 to 2022 Santa Fe, that's a huge one, 2019 Santa Fe XL, 13 to 18 Santa Fe FE Sport, 11 to 19 Sonata, 11 to 22 Tucson, 12 to 17, 2019 to 21 Veloster, what the heck? I can never pronounce it. 20 to 21 Venue, 11 to 12 Veracruz, 11 to 21 Forte, 11 to 22 K5, 11 to 20 Optima, 11 to 21 Rio, 11 to 21 Sedona, 21 to 22 Seltos, 11 to 22 Soul, that's a huge one, 11 to 22 Sorrento. Man, these cars, they sold a lot. 11 to 22 Sportage. That's a huge number of cars, 9 million, right? Now, Kia and Hyundai, they do have a free software update. So if you own one of these cars and you just still want to keep the car, and maybe you're in an area that your insurance hasn't gone up much, they will update your software in the car to prevent at least this very easy method that was on TikTok and other social media platforms. It'll prevent them from being able to break into your car and pop the steering column open and use a USB cable to start it, but it won't prevent more advanced techniques of stealing the car. Of course, all cars suffer from that. So, at least they tried to make it right by updating their software. Yeah, I don't think the insurance stance on this is going to change. I think they're going to continue to just make insurance astronomical for these vehicles from Kia and Hyundai. And it actually might set a trend for their future vehicles. Sometimes insurance companies don't necessarily care about individual car data. They just see a trend in a broader trend in a car brand, and they might raise insurance rates on Kia later on. Who knows? Give it a share. If you know someone with a Kia or a Hyundai, share this with them and just let them know. If I had one, I might consider selling it while the market is still relatively high for used cars. Maybe someone doesn't know about this, it's unfortunate, or trade it in. I hate passing the problem on to someone else, but if your insurance is going to go up $300 to $400 or $500 every 6 months, it just might not be affordable for some people to do this. So good luck. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.